light the incense. Really get them going. I gotta shut my door really quick. All right. How you guys doing today? You guys doing good? Welcome to another podcast. Today we're just gonna be talking about some shit. I think I was gonna talk about some ghost stuff and maybe some traffic shit. I got some traffic stories for you because where I live, people don't know how to drive for shit. Literally, they just don't. But anyway, we're gonna have a great time. So grab your cup of Joe, sit back, relax, do what you do. Just listen, just relax. Let's get into the show. Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time. So I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast. Cool. I slept like a baby yesterday. I don't know why, because I told you guys yesterday, but I've been waking up super early, so I just been going to bed really early. I woke up today at like 10 o'clock. I kind of slept in a little bit. Woke up, played some video games, and I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast. I might do 2 podcasts today. I don't know. We're just going to see how it goes. I'm really friggin' bored. It's bad. It's bad. I forget what day we're on with the quarantine. I know it's 70 or something like that. It's insane. I hope you guys are doing good, staying safe. Just being good to each other, being good to yourself, having a lot of health and all that stuff. Let's see. What would be more interesting to start off with? Traffic, driving, ghosts. I'll save the ghost stuff for the end. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, scary. Stick to the end of the video for some good scary content. Oh, I don't know. Today's a sad day. I ran out of cream. I do drink my coffee with cream. I prefer extra, if anything. Just because I drink really strong coffees, espresso. Caffeine doesn't work for me like it used to. I was introduced to caffeine and coffee when I was nothing but a wee. It was a really bad parenting choice my dad gave on his hand. I think I was like, 8 when I had my first cup of coffee. And I used to drink tea before that. And then after I was introduced to coffee, especially once I got my license and I was 16, I used to hit up there was a Dunkin' Donuts right by my school. I used to hit that up all the time. I used to show up late just for a cup of coffee. I didn't fucking care. Side note, don't do this. This is like really bad. But when I was growing up, I used to skip school and play hooky because I was playing guitar and I was street performing, and I used to make some big bucks when I was street performing, especially when there was like festivals going around or if there was like something going on in town. And it would never be where I lived. It'd always be in Mass. So I'd have to drive to Mass. So like that's what I'm saying. Once I got my license, I was just always MIA. And it was a lot of fun, honestly. I'm glad I did it because I not saying that school's a bad thing, but like I just learned differently. And there was a point in time where I just felt like I got the grasp of school, like history. I love history, man. Still to this day I love history. Science, I don't really see myself being great at science. I don't, once I realized what I wanted to do and what my perks were, I was like, this isn't really going to help me. Science class isn't going to help me. I just figured the real world was going to help me. So I just go to Boston or go to Mass and just street perform, make like $1,000 too doing it. And I used to work at McDonald's, and I ended up quitting McDonald's because I'd make so much more money just street performing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I picked up the guitar when I was 14, And once I started getting really into it, and I used to do theater, I was just like, shit, I'm gonna start doing this. This is great. Cause once you go through puberty in theater, it sucks, man. There's no roles for you. There's really no roles. You're in the gap. Once you're a teenager, it's fucking tough, dude. You gotta wait until you're like in your 20s, and then you can start getting back into it. You take like a break, and you kind of do studying for a long time. If you're really dedicated into the art, you really just take that time to grow and to grow your material and your skill craft. For me, once I hit puberty, I just discovered music in itself, and I became a music nut. I love music theory. I love music history. I love history. I love all that stuff. Comment below what you guys like. Comment below what like you discovered is your niche. Well, you know what I mean. Mine is just, it's a lot, dude. It's everything. Now that I'm growing older, I want a smoker so bad. I feel like I have so many hobbies. That's the thing. I have so many hobbies. Like I always have hobbies. As you can see, I have like a piano right there and a guitar right there. That's not. I have like 8 guitars in my house. So much shit. But enough of that. Enough of that. That was like a side story. That was a side story. Um, yeah. Where I live. Okay, so this is what got me on the topic today. I woke up today and I was thinking about some shit to talk about, and yesterday it happened to me. There was like a prime example where this happened to me. So where I live in a city on the East Coast. Um, Nothing popular, nothing crazy. It's 603 area, so nothing crazy. Like I said, I live near Boston, but more north of that. So I live in this city, and there's this one yielding in where I live is just people don't know how to do it. And I searched up the definition of it today. Listen to this shit. Just for you that just for shits and giggles, I was just like, what does this actually mean? See, it's on my top search in Google. So what does yield mean in driving? Alrighty, I just wanna share some light. Okay. Yield means let the other road users go first. A yield sign assigns the right of way to traffic in certain intersections. If you see a yield sign ahead, be prepared to let the other drivers crossing your road take the right of way. And don't forget about the bicycles. No, the bicycles and pedestrians. Fuck those people. Just hit them. No, I'm just kidding. 10 points. Yeah, so on that topic where I live, no one, like yesterday, it was me and Christina, and we're in the car and we're driving back from, I think it was like the grocery store. We're driving back, and there's this one specific highway that everyone in my city takes because it's just like a pinpoint for all the stores, and you can get right into the residential area just by taking that highway. You can kind of take a right turn, and then you're in the residential area, or you can go backwards and take take that highway going back, and then every right turn takes you to a different section of like the store area, if that makes sense. So there's stores everywhere. Like you got like Walmart, the mall, Michael's, Home Depot, every Lowe's, Target, everything. Fucking just you name it. We have everything here. All the fast food restaurants you can think of. That's why I love it. So anyway, we're driving back, and so we're gonna be taking a right turn to go into the residential area, and there's a shit ton of yield signs everywhere on this highway, man. Like when I say there's a shit ton, like every time there's an exit, there's a yield. And I swear it is. People just don't understand what a yield sign is, because a lot of the times I'm nice, and if there's room, I will go into the left lane, move over so that person yielding can just like boom, get on. But sometimes when it's heavy traffic, like it was the other day, there's nothing I can do, dude. Like you're just gonna have to wait. And so I'm driving, right? And I'm getting past the yield, and there's this old woman that's coming on the yield, and she just like fucking heavy metal, dude, like just whoom, she's mirroring me, and we're looking side by side, and it's coming to the point where there's like a little like someone's gonna hit. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I can't move over, I can't. There's a person in front of me, there's a person in the back of me. So what I had to do is I had to like fucking like speed up and like cut this person off in the left lane, go in the front, and then cut this dude. I was just at the point I didn't know, like, if I got into a car accident, who would be in the wrong, you know? And then that's why I was like, I woke up today and I was just like, you know, what would I talk about in my podcast? What would be today's topic? And then I just started thinking about stuff, and I just think like it's like a fucking ball of snow that's just going down a hill. It's just boom, 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 boom. So I just start going down this wheel of thoughts, and that's what made me start thinking about it. I started being like, oh well, I have a few funny like traffic stories I could talk about, and then I was like, yesterday, what does yielding mean? You know, because I was like, who would have been in the wrong? You know, and it turns out she would have motherfucking been in the wrong. If that bitch hit me, oh goddamn, there would have been so much shit. You don't even know, because like that's when I realized, I was like, oh gee. And there's been multiple times that's happened, and if I motherfucker take a sip of coffee on that one. I swear, even when I yield, I slow down, and I feel like an idiot, because I never see anyone else doing that. But maybe once in a blue moon, I see someone doing that. You know what I mean? But I always slow down, and I'm always waiting and take my, I'm not going to be that dick that's, dude, that's just, you're begging to get taken out, dude. Begging. I have a bunch of, road rage is a huge thing on the East Coast. I feel like a lot of people do it. I feel like down south it's a lot more chill, but you definitely see like the weird shit going on, like the fucking woman on bath salts or something like that that's tripping in a Wendy's parking lot, and like that's what they consider like a road rage or something. I don't know, some weird shit. Or like someone pulls down, they're like, "Don't get near me! Don't get near my pickup truck! I got a fucking shotgun." I don't know. But up here, it's more of, I don't know. Here, people will tailgate you. You know what I mean? They'll fucking just like, they just make you feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's what road rage is up here, and they milk it. They milk it until the like fucking fourth light down the street. I've had this one guy where I was in, I think it was in somewhere in Mass. I forget where it was. I don't want to say where it was either, because I don't want like a bad people to think of a bad rep of the place. Even though, come on. Anyway, and I think I was at a stop sign, and I forget what happened, honestly. I just remember like I pissed off some dude. And he was in like a low riding, like pretty nice vehicle, honestly. Tinted out windows, and just like really nice, just good setup guy. Like there was honestly some points where I was looking over and I'm like, that's honestly a nice ride. I'm sorry I pissed him off. But I did something where I pissed him off, and see, I don't know if he was, but like it fucking felt like it, because there'd be times where he was right on my ass, but he's just tailgated me for till I got out pretty much of Mass. He just tailgated the shit out of me. Then he just took an exit off the highway, but damn, that was miserable, because I just remember like I go into the right lane, because again the highway, once I got out of the town, again the highway, and he's still behind me, and I'm just like, again the right lane, slow lane, I'm chilling, you know, doing my thing, and he was still behind me, just right on my ass. So I'm like, damn. So I get in the like middle lane, he's still there. Get in the left lane, still there. Like I'm like trying to go, and he's still on my ass, dude. Happened to me the other day actually, where I was in a really sketchy area in my state or whatever, and it was me and Christina, and we go to this gas station to meet my cousin, because we're just meeting him up to go do shit. I don't know. And it was late at night, so we go to this gas station, which was a very sketchy gas station. And I was like, well, you know what? While I'm here, I might as well just fill up my tires. And it's late. I'm not trying to be sketch, but I didn't need to fill up my tires, put air in my tires. So I started doing that, and out of nowhere, this woman comes up, and she's driving a way nicer car than me. And I mean, like, where I'm at, there's a lot of, where we were at, there's a lot of drugs, big drugs, like meth, heroin, and like just junkies galore, theft galore. And so you're on your high alert. And this woman comes up to me, and she's like, hey, I don't know how to put air in my tires, and it's a rental, and it's low on air. Can you help me? And she's with this guy who she claims was her friend, who was, I mean, these people were, I'm 23. These people were at least 36, in their 40s, early 40s. But you could tell they were kind of rough looking people, but they're driving this really nice car that they claim to be a rental. Now, Now I was putting air in my tire, and usually where I live, it fucking happens all the time. People see you putting air in your tire, and everyone tries to ask you, "Hey, could I use it after you're done?" Because you you do have a lot of time on it, so a lot of people will try to bum it off you, and I'm just like, no. But during this quarantine, I've been locked in my house, and I'm like, I remember looking up, and she comes up to me as I'm putting air in my tire. And she's like, "Can you help me?" And there's a moment where I'm just like, do I want to be a dick? Or do I want to do like, do I want to actually help her? So I choose to help her. And I'm like, all right, yeah, this is how you do it, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I'm not thinking like that it's a rental. And I'm kind of like giving her shit. I'm like, so you're telling me that you're clearly older than me and you don't know how to put an air in your tire? And she goes, no, I don't. It's a rental. They just told me to put air. And I'm not thinking anything weird of it. And I didn't do it for her. I just told her, I explained it to her. I'm like, you take these caps off and you just squeeze the nozzle and you just apply some pressure and you just do it. It's simple. 1, 2, 3. You watch the number and wait until it hits and blinks, and it's easy. Make sure you set the gauge though to what your tires are set to. She's telling me they're 50. Mine's 32 or 34. I forget. That's what the number I look for when it blinks. I just do it really. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not a car guy either. I just do it. So she's telling me it's 50, and I'm like, well, hey man, I don't know. It could be, it probably is. You do you to set the number, and then like, so I give it to her, and I get back in the car, and I'm like, fuck, I pull up to the front of the gas station. I tell my cousin, I'm like, let's meet up at a different gas station because this one's just getting a little weird. So I'm like, he's like, all right. And without knowing it, when I pull out, now mind you, it was like 5-10 minutes go by. When I pull out of the gas station, she's in front of me in her car. So I'm like, oh shit, this looks kind of weird. And we're going in the same direction too. So now it looks like, a little weird on my part. And she whips over. She fucking whips over, pulls over to the right, to the side of the road, lets me pass her, and then she pulls up again behind me. Now, a bunch of red flags just go right up in my books. And I'm like, that doesn't happen normally. And when I said that these people kind of look sketchy looking, I just got a bunch of red flags. I literally looked at Christina. I go, grab my knife, because I have like multiple knives in my car if shit ever goes down, Because I play music at places at night. I never know what could happen, so just in case shit ever did, I got my protection. I don't want to damage my guitar, homies. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful instrument. Or my mic stand. I've gone through so many mic stands. I don't have to go buy another one. So anyway, she's telling me, she's like, nah, you're fine. Like, they're not. I'm telling you, these people were motherfucking following me. They did not get off my ass until I did a sneaky Mission Impossible turn, like without no blinker, last minute, just fucking. I told Christine, I'm like, grab that oh shit bar. I told her right as before we did it, and right when we did it, it just went foink, and just boom, out, boom. And I saw it. The woman tried to take the turn, but she missed it. And then I was like, ha ha. Yeah, that's right. I looked at Christina, I go, and you're trying to tell me we weren't being followed. That bitch was definitely trying to follow us or something like that. Because what happens here is, it's happened before, is people there's like weird slow pickers, you know what I mean? They'll pick people out and then they'll follow them in their cars, and then they'll wait until they least expect it, or when they're in a secret kind of isolated place, and that's when they boom, they strike. But no, I'm sneaky, so I know that happens. So I play it smart. But let's talk about ghosts now. I think it's a good. I think that was a good switching point, talking about some random traffic shit. I don't know, but let's talk about ghosts. Do you believe in them? I kind of don't. I'm not trying to insult anyone. I just don't. I watch a lot of like Nuke's top 5 though. I love horror movies. Don't even get me started. I love that stuff. What else? I love all scary stuff. I do, and I think that's why I don't believe in it, because I think my fear of that stuff is completely flatlined, and I don't find it scary. So it's just more of like, ooh, that's cool. And even if there was a ghost, like there's been times like we live in an apartment, right? We live on the top floor. There should be no one above us, but a lot of the times we'll hear like footsteps or like something going up on there, and we're just like, yeah, there's no way this place could be haunted. Or like we'll just hear random shit, like there's been times where like our cat is sitting with us, and then we just hear something go off in like the other room, and we just look at each other and we look at Max and we're like, what the fuck. um you know there was this time where there was a phase, actually a couple months, where our cat wouldn't sleep in our bed with us, and every time he would, well, he wouldn't, but every time he'd come in our room, he'd look at this one spot in the wall. Like, he'd just look at it. It was always up. He'd just be looking at it, and it was like, what are you doing? Like, I used to videotape it, and I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing right now? If I have a video of it, I'll put it at the end of this. That'd be kind of cool. But I, dude, I just, Christine would be like, that's weird. And I'd be like, look, if you think this place is haunted, I'll do it right now. And I used to do I do what the ghost hunters do. And I go, I'll do like, if there's anyone here, give me a sign. Nothing ever happens. I'm like, okay. Are you a good ghost? Give us a sign. Nothing ever happens. Okay. I'm just trying to talk to you. Can you give me a sign? Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. And even if it did, I wouldn't be scared. Like, all right. Okay. Serious talk. If a door slammed just on its own, boom, a part of me would laugh, because what kind of ghost is just sitting there like, I'm angry, slamming door, meh. Can you do something besides fucking shutting a door? I don't know. Can you fucking put a hole in the wall? Can you fucking show me yourself? Can you put your, like, I don't know, do something like a ghost. Like, I always see the people that are ghost hunters, and they're like, it touched me. Oh my God. Hashtag Me Too movement with a ghost. Like, Jesus Christ, people. Come on. A ghost touched you. Like, I get it. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Or, it's like a burning sensation. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Maybe your fucking shirt just caught on your neck. That's happened to me, man. My shirt, like, because I have a beard, and sometimes if I have like a wool shirt, it'll get tangled, and it'll, especially if, like, because I get the strength. Anyway, I'm not talking about that. But I don't know, man. If I saw a ghost, if I ever saw like a ghost do something, I'd just be sitting there. Like, if it shut a door on me, I'd be like, okay, can you do? Or a ghost that's running in the attic, what's it doing? Fucking training for the Olympics for the ghosts? Like, I'm running, I'm gonna like, okay, do something a little bit more. I don't know. I think if I hear it, I think if it's a vocal something, that's cool. I'm like, okay, this now. Hence, what the fuck am I saying? If a ghost were to talk to you, why be scared? Like, think about it. Could it be wanting to talk to you? Does it want to talk to you? Figure it out. Shoot the shit with the ghost. How many people could be like, yeah, I had a full conversation with a ghost? Be that fucking person. Why do people run after? Like, think about how sad a ghost life is. Like, think about that shit. Think about it. I feel bad for them sometimes, because, like, if you're just walking and then you hear like someone be like, hey, and you run, you're a dick, because that ghost probably just wanted to shoot the shit with someone finally. He's probably sitting there like, that. It happens every time. It's like Moaning Myrtle and fucking Harry Potter. But you want to know what? At least they had the balls to talk to a dead person. Come on. Be that. How many people could say, like, I had a full conversation with a ghost? I would do that. You might look crazy, but fucking do it. I used to live next to a cemetery growing up, like, all the time, and we used to play like Manhunt late at night during it, and there used to be some sketchy shit. And when you're a kid, that's different, because everything's a little bit more scary, So I get that, but I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of some story. I just remember some scary shit would happen, but you now that I'm older, I'm like, that could have been just like your mind playing tricks with you, because that happens when it's really dark and your eyes are trying to adjust. Sometimes your eyes will play tricks on you, and that's a true thing. That's like a scientific thing. I forget what it's called, but comment below if you know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. Like, I don't believe in ghosts, but even if I did, I wouldn't be afraid of them, because like people freak out, look over like a cup thrown across the fucking kitchen. I'd be like, really? A cup? Can't, a cup? Why a cup? Why? Now, I can understand why you're mad, but like, I don't understand why you're mad. And even if you're mad, why throw a fucking cup? I don't know. That's what I do. I wouldn't be scared. I'd just be like, really, dude? Really? People get all freaked out about it. Now, here's a thought I always had, because I always see this happen a lot, is people say like the ghost can affect you mentally. Now, I've never really seen a ghost or witnessed a ghost, nor am I trying to be a guy that's like trying to make his channel all about ghosts. I'm just talking about it. Maybe I'll talk about it with other people. If you find it interesting, comment below. I don't know. If you have ghost stories, comment. I'll talk about them. I'll give you a shout out. If you have something that could make me believe, do it up. Do it up. My mom used to tell me ghost stories that used to happen to her, but like I said, your mind can play tricks on you so easily. Like, she told me this one time when I was born. My grandmother, my mom's mom. Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time, so I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast. Cool. He was a popo, a good popo, very good popo. Anyway, and she swore that she saw her mother's face appear in the window, and it freaked her the shit out, and she ran into the other room, but yeah. And I've seen some cool stuff. Like, I'll give you some YouTubers that are good scary people to watch. Is Nuke's Top 5. That's good. You know, it's really relaxing. Good bedtime stuff. Chill out and just watch a couple of his videos and have some scary dreams. I never do, but it never really scares me that bad. Or Mindseed TV. Mindseed TV is a really good one. Who's another one that I watch? That's pretty much it. I don't really watch a lot of I'm really picky. I feel like I'm such a skeptic that I mean, even when I do watch those guys, I'm like, there's been a few times though that they've leave me like, okay, I don't know how someone could do that. But like, there was this one time on Mindseed TV. You gotta watch his stuff. It's really good. It is. It's really, really good. Him and his buddy, because he has that's like two people that do it, him and his friend, and they go to the scary place. They go to this like haunted dude's house. I think it was like Uncle John's house. I forget what it is. If I can find it, I'll put the link in the description below. And they go there, and they see a piano in a hallway, and they press the one key of the piano, and out of nowhere, like, all the doors and everything just start shaking, and it sounds like a train's going by, like, right next door. Like, the whole place starts, just this one room, this hallway just starts rattling, and then it just stops. It just makes you scratch your head, and you're like, well, those ain't no pipes, and I don't know how someone could imitate that. You know what I mean? So there's some points where I'm like, okay, that's pretty legit. But even if it did happen, I don't hear me out. A part of me would stop, because obviously that's startling. But like, what just did that? That's what I would ask. I would have been like, are you a big ghost? Or are there a lot of ghosts? You know what I mean? Because like, when I watched that video, a part of me just paused it and I go, I was picturing like a Jabba the Hutt ghost just like taking that hollow and going, So I was just sitting there. I'm like, well, what the fuck did that? I would have sat there and just talked to it. I don't know why. I'm just curious as shit. I'm super curious, and sometimes I'm more curious than I should be. You know what I mean? And you shouldn't be that. Because sometimes I'll see something, I'm like, but why? You know? But why? Because it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. If you guys have any topics you'd like for me to talk about, comment below. I was just thinking about that. You should. Like I said in the past video, YouTube moved the comment section, which is stupid as hell. If you scroll slowly, it's just like right below the video. It's like a very small box, but comment something. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your voice. I don't know what that was. uh, but this is a good time to pretty much exit. A good outro, I should say. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you guys for all the new subs and everything. You guys are fantastic. Like I really I enjoy doing these videos for you guys. I like doing these podcasts. They're fun. I hope in the future, after all this stuff has kind of died out and people can stand to be in a room with each other again, because every time I ask someone, they're like, no, because they can't sit 6 feet apart, blah blah blah. Wear a mask, motherfucker. Oh my god, I see all these people doing podcasts right now, and they're all doing it. I mean, even though they're famous celebrities, but they're all chilling and having their mask and being respectful. So why the fuck can't we do it, man? But I get it. I'm not gonna be pushy. So who knows? Maybe if you guys comment some ideas, I'll talk about them. Maybe some cool shout outs and cool stories I can relate with. But other than that, have a great day, guys. Stay safe. And yeah. Goodbye. Have a good one. Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time. So I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast.